Hi everybody, I am back. I'm so sorry for my absence. It has been a hell of a 2 weeks. I've had a very long 2 weeks, but I'm forcing myself to turn the camera on and film because I do want to play with makeup. It does make me feel better. I was trying to kind of have a skin cleanse with nothing on my face for a few days because I was so busy for so long, but you know what? It's fine. I want to film a little bit more of a fun tutorial for you. I just want to play with color. I think right now spring is coming. I keep doing all these warm looks and I want to do something with purple because I actually never wear purple, but I want to show you how I do when I do wear purple. So let's just go ahead, zoom me in, hello, and we'll get started. I'm going to prep my skin. I don't really have much on my skin. I've just washed my face this morning. So I'm going to start with this Skin Booster Vitamin Shot from Physicians Formula. I've been using this for a minute. It's pretty good. I'm just going to put, wow, that doesn't work. Kind of have to like wipe it on your face. And then rub it in. It has little balls in it, but they squash very easily when you rub your face. I really, I do like this. It's not the most, it's kind of like a liquidy product that dries down, but it's not bad. I was on sale too, so I'm not mad at it. It is definitely something that's like an affordable skincare prepper. It's not skincare, to me, it's just for makeup prep. I really wouldn't use it for anything else. I'm just gonna use a little bit of lip balm. This is by Honest Beauty. I have been liking this a lot. I just like it for prepping. I don't really like it for, you know, before bed or anything. Before lip makeup, it's great. And it's actually a universal body balm, beauty balm. So you can use it on like dry areas of your face and hands and all that stuff, which is great. So let's get started. So I'm gonna do something super fresh, super fresh face. I know I always say that, but I'm not in the business of mattifying and covering up my face. So I'm going to use a tiny bit of the Josie Maran Arganile just to give me that extra glow. Just on the top half of my face where I want to shine more. If you can see what that does, it's great. It's great. Sorry, I'm watching so much Jamie Genevieve, and I always, I've gotten my boyfriend into saying it's great. It's the only thing I can say in a Scottish accent that kind of works. So I'm going to go in with this foundation. I've been loving this foundation. This is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Hydrating Tint. I love it. It's amazing. I'm not going to go in with lotion or anything. I'm just going to go in right away. I find that you don't need to prime too much. Hey. So I basically just apply this. I actually am quite generous with how much I apply of this stuff, but I am very obsessed with the finish. I think it's stunning. And you will see firsthand. Let me just get a little brush. I'm just gonna use a Sephora VIB Rouge brush. These little ones, I really like this brush for with using this foundation. So I just buff it in. And this is something that is so light, but gives you coverage and has such a beautiful finish and is inexpensive. I think I've paid $12 US for it, which is nothing compared to some of the other foundations I have. But it just gives me, like, you can see, it's so nice. It's so natural. It has coverage, like I said. And right now I'm not having any skin issues. So I'm really, so I can use these kind of products. Obviously, if I have a breakout, I'm using a little bit more of a different approach to my skin. But I'm just buffing and bringing down on my neck, obviously. But you can see how pretty that is. It's so pretty. Just gonna use a little bit more here. And where's my brush? I'm gonna tap this part in. I'm not gonna buff it because this is a part where I want a little bit more coverage. Yes. All right, I'm gonna bronze now. For bronzer, I'm gonna mix two products. This is the Makeup Revolution foundation stick in F13, and I love it. I'm just gonna dot that. I'm not gonna use too much. I usually use more than this, but I want to try something because I bought this foundation from Wet n Wild as I want it because Kathleen Lights recommended this, but I wanted to use it as a bronzer. When I first, however, bought it, it was it was like the exact same skin tone of my face because I was really dark, believe it or not. I was this color like 3 weeks ago. But now it's a little bit, I'm a little bit fairer, so I'm hoping that I can try this out. But I'm just going to use this as a base underneath for basically like a contour, and then I'm going to bronze with this. If it works, we'll see. And I'm just using my foundation brush. I'm really not doing anything too fancy. I really want to try and make my videos a little bit less complicated and a little bit more user-friendly, because I love watching videos that aren't super like they just too many steps. I find sometimes it's like, okay, you know, three extra steps just for being on camera. I don't really care for that, especially because I want my makeup channel to be as wearable as possible. It's for the everyday woman, and I don't like watching videos that are like 92 ingredients or products and then you're like, wow, this is unattainable, ridiculous amount of makeup. So not to make it too more complicated, but I do want to try this. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into it. Hopefully it's warm enough. Okay. Basically what I'm going for is a super matte or appearing matte. I think the color I have is a little bit shimmery, but nothing crazy for eyes. So I want something really, really skin-like on my face. I think that looks good. So I'm gonna use concealer. I'm actually really tired, so I'm gonna use something a little heavier, and that is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define concealer. I've been going through a little bit of a rough patch in life, and I think I'm not alone. I think it's that time of year where everybody's like, the fuck is going on? So I'm really tired. I have had a lot of stuff going on, mainly just trying to juggle 1,000 things and while being a little bit extra emotional. I'm an emotional person. I feel like I don't like to talk about myself enough on here because I find it a little bit vulnerable, and I'm so about the makeup that I forget to talk about me, you know? But I'm really a sensitive person, and I think that this is just like a shitty time for everybody. Maybe not everybody, but it just seems as though a lot of people in my life are going through kind of the same thing. Maybe not, I don't even know. It's not about them, it's about me, but I'm almost through it. Obviously my absence on videos has been because I just can't find the time. I have a full-fledged life going on outside of this camera. I don't just do YouTube. I work 2 jobs and they're exhausting. I'm trying to balance them both, but it's been hard. So YouTube has kind of been put on the back burner, and I'm sorry about that because I really do like filming. I really like, I guess, talking to a camera. I just like playing with makeup though, and I've been doing the same thing for every day because I've just been having like no time. It's just like wake up, get up, leave. Anyways, that's my sob story. It's not really a sob story, it's just what's going on, and it's nothing, it's literally nothing, but I just don't have enough time for my life right now. Let's go into this. This is the Revlon Insta Cheek Maker, and it is in Make Me Bronze. Now this is kind of supposed to be like a weird kind of thing, like it's shaped as though you should just apply it like this. However, I do not. As you can imagine, I do not do that. I use a Morphe E8 brush, and I go in between the two because I'm tan enough to use the darker color, and I just apply it on the high points of my cheek. I actually like this. I think that it's a stupid application, but I definitely think the color is very nice on my skin tone. And it's so natural looking. Like you can see it's beautiful, but it's not overpowering. It's quite subtle, but still very there. And I just really like it. I think it looks very healthy. Yeah, I'm gonna do my brows off camera. I'm gonna use the ColourPop Brow Boss on my brows, and then I'm going to brush them through with Milk Kush Brown, and I will be right back. Brows are done and on. Okay, so today we're gonna do purple eyes. I'm very excited. I feel like the 90s are coming back, that whole like pastel vibe, plus it's spring, so why not? First day of spring was yesterday, so I pulled out this palette. This is by NYX. This is super, super affordable and accessible and an amazing palette if you're a makeup artist or if you just want to have fun. You have every color of the spectrum. Like, this is really all you need. It's amazing. I'm actually going to go in with this color here, and I'm going to go quite light-handed. I'm not going to do something crazy. I'm just going to use that a little bit to define my crease. I'm going to use the darker color. I'm going to use the darker color. No, I'm not. I'm going to actually use a different brush. I'm going to use this brush here. This is a Morphe E17. And I'm going to pat the pretty much inner corner shape, the shape of the inner corner in which I want. I'm going to be very precise here. It's easier when you're working with color. It's actually easier to use smaller, more defined brushes. I also have to powder. I totally forgot. I'm just going to go over my eyelids. I'm going to go over the color that I already put down, which is totally fine. You can do that. And then just a little bit under my eyes, just right there. So back to this. I'm sure it'll be okay. I mean, you know, don't panic. Making mistakes is part of the game. But I'm literally just simply, okay, this is nothing crazy. I'm not going to do like a crazy purple eye. I'm going to do something that's actually wearable. But I want to have a little bit of a defined crease, just a little bit. So I'm going to do this. Bring it out a little bit. Blend out the edges. So I'm going to take this color here. I don't think any of these have names now. I'm going to take quite a bit of that. Okay. I'm going to also put it over the color because I want it to just have more of a cohesive purple, and that color kind of came off a little pink, and I want the whole thing to just blend and kind of look not sloppy, but look just a little undone. I like my makeup quite undone. I don't like anything too polished. And by undone, I don't mean messy, bad looking. Like, it doesn't look bad on, it looks good. It's just a matter of not making it so intense with the structure of my eye. Like, there are times where that looks really, really, really good, but I find that it actually makes it more dramatic and less wearable when you have so much in your crease and then in your like a cut crease or a halo eye or even just like a smoky eye. I just don't like it on me. I like it on other people, especially other eye shapes, but for me, I have such hooded eyes that, to be honest, smoking out, just buffing colors out on my lid just looks better. So I'm just gonna run that lighter color underneath my eye with the brush that I laid the hotter pink or harder purple with, just so it has a little bit more depth. I'm gonna bring it down kind of where my eye bags are as well. I really like doing this. This is so nice if you have brown eyes. Honestly, it's like one of my favorite brown eye looks because it really, purple really makes your brown eyes pop. But it's just so funny because I think purple looks so bad in other situations, but as soon as you use pastels, it can be so pretty. And you can do this with yellow, blue, green. You can do this with any pastel you want. I just chose purple because I'm wearing gray and because I have brown eyes. Okay, so I'm actually going to do some liner today. I really would prefer a brown liquid liner, but I don't have one. I lost it. So I'm gonna just use a black and then go over it with a brown eyeshadow. This is the NYX, what is this? Black Noir. This is actually one of the best eyeliners I've ever used, for sure, hands down. And I'm just going to give myself a little wing. I think you're pretty much zoomed in all the way, but... sorry, I can't open this palette. This is the Friendcation palette, but I'm gonna take the brown. I can't open it because it's broken. I'm gonna take the dark brown, which is that one. That one there. I think it's called Cheens. It's called Cheens. And I'm gonna go, I'm taking a Morphe M432. This is a flat liner brush. I'm just going to place it over the liner. This is such a good brown. It is so heavily pigmented that this is like the perfect color to use. And I'm not swiping it, I'm just dotting it. Okay, so I'm gonna use mascara, and I'm gonna go in with like a browner mascara. So that, for me, that I own is gonna be Kush mascara by Milk. And I'm going to put a lot of that on, and I'll be right back. All right, so my top mascara is on. I'm going to take the flat liner brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that brown from the Friendcation palette. I'm just going to run that really close to my lash line, just to get a little definition without overpowering everything. Mixing the brown and the purple together on my lower lash line makes the my brown eyes really pop, which I'm enjoying. Not something that I'd wear all the time, but I definitely am enjoying the look of that. Okay, so one thing that's really bothering me is I gotta contour my nose. Sorry, I know. I really never did, and now I actually have to. It's such a weird transition. I just need to, and for that I'm going to use Morphe's Debutante. I think this is a bronzer. Yeah, this is a bronzer, and I'm going to use a little bit of that and just contour my nose. So last night me and Brent went to the movies and we saw Captain Marvel. Oof, so good. I love Marvel movies. I'm also going to put that in my Cupid's bow and right under my lip. I love Marvel movies so much, like so much. I think that they are amazing, and not all of them are like better than the others, but I really think Captain Marvel is so good. I loved it. I'm just gonna use a little bit of this blush here. I'm sorry, I know it's not available, but I'm just gonna use any like mauve blush that I can find. The Marvel was so good because it was so, for the ladies, it was like, I've seen every single Marvel movie because I had already seen them, but Brent and I like watched them down the line in chronological order. I can't remember where we were. Anyway, we watched all of them and they're so good, but they're a little bit for the guys, you know, like they're mainly all men except Black Widow, and she's not like, she doesn't have any powers. And I'm not saying that I think that that's like, I'm not saying she's not powerful and strong, but I think that Captain Marvel was like the first time I was like, holy shit, like that's my girl, you know, like that's my queen. Like every other character in Marvel is a dude. Is that right? Yeah, they're all dudes. I love them, don't get me wrong, they save the universe, but it was just nice to see a female lead. It was great, and I love Brie Larson. I'm just going to take a little bit of this, sorry I'm using this highlight, and pop that in the corner. I'm really sorry I'm using this palette, but I really can't help. I can't help it, it's so nice. Just using a little bit of that on my brow bone as well. Anyway, so go Marvel go. Total thumbs up for me. We loved it. I think I loved it more than him, which is crazy because he's obsessed. So it was just really fun. And it was a date night, and I love date night. So, lips. I'm going to definitely go nude. Sorry, but like, come on. I have purple on my eyes. Are you that surprised? So, for lips, I'm going to line my lips with MAC's Subculture first. And then, I'm going to overdraw, for sure, my bottom lip, because I always do that. And then a little bit on the sides. I actually never overdraw my Cupid's bow. That everybody always does that. Maybe I'll try it off camera one day and see if I like it, because I feel like I would hate it. And then I'm going to use Undressed by Dose of Colors, which is so easily my favorite lip liner. I'm going to put that all over my lips. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I really, really like this. This is the only way I would wear purple eyeshadow. It's perfectly pastel-y. It's not too crazy. It definitely should be matte for me. And it's a statement. And I would absolutely only wear white or gray or some sort of neutral tone that's like lighter with this. Anyways, I hope you like it. I really enjoy this one. Thank you. Sorry for being absentee, but obviously, you know, shit happens. So, you know. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in my next video.